Yes. And turn it on like that. And I'm gonna see if I can put the game in Arabic. Ooh. I'm gonna have a Quran here, sang by Abu Bakr al-Shatri. I'm gonna put a little bit longer of 12 Monkeys, cause they're, it's whatever. Just like COVID-19, the whole plague, everybody dying, etc. It's like I need concentration. I'm gonna slash demons and listen to the Quran, a song in Arabic that I cannot understand. But even though I cannot understand it, I like how it sounds. I read a few verses, and is I've already started to learn Muslim. And they say to convert, but I want to. How do you say to convert? I don't. It's like I want to learn and appreciate the culture and apply literally the what the Islam and Muslim of the Quran is teaching against evil, to ward off evil. Okay, and I think it fits the whole ambience of Diablo. So I just need to check. It's gonna be hard, but I need to start hearing more random things. History against demons of Rome back then. There's the butchers, those that were converted. Okay, let's ward off evil. We're here to ward off evil, not to build the Helsings to go kill our righteous demons, like Vladimir, the Transylvania. You know what I mean? Our righteous demons are evil. The evil demons, they're from Rome. Yeah, home. Yeah, you're exactly here, at home, on Earth. They're living among us, like a-holes. They're in our home. So, how do you change this language? Yeah. Here it is. Might have to reinstall Diablo. Okay, I want to hear things in Arabic. That's what it is. Act 2 is like Duriel, where Duriel assholes for 2,000 years being Duriel, durability or shit on Earth of being assholes. It's a durable plan of waging war. Okay? So I'm tired of this shit. It sucks and whatever, it's garbage. But the church, they have a lot of things they stole from everywhere, right? How to kill demons, how to kill this, how to kill that, and they're applying those things to kill our righteous demons. And they send guys like us, Helsings, against righteous demons. But in the brain, they manipulate us with social engineering and ideological subversion that everything in the church is righteous. What they do, it's not righteous. They're disgusting. They're disgusting. A disgusting presence. Is a presence? I don't know. Yeah, bar presence. There's a presence there. You're a disgusting presence on Earth. For those that follow the rules and laws of the perpetua bullshit dictatorship of killing people in society and being butchers and smelling rotten fish and being vagina wipers. Yeah, go to hell. Next thing. Firefox. Isn't that Firefox? It just opened. Where's Firefox? Ah, fuck you. Okay, go to hell. Okay. But I want to load this. Oh yeah. Oh. Ooh. Under text in English for one moment. What? Can you have for icon? Say game settings. There for icons. Say game settings. Yeah. Where's my fucking coffee? I'm so thirsty, bitch. Mm. In Egyptian. Hearing it in Egyptian or Arabic. Right now it's gonna be Arabic. Hearing it in French. Yeah, if we're in French and German, Slav in Asia languages, and Slavics, Greek, not in Italian. Not for the moment. Because you piss me off. You're idiots. Fuck you. Okay, so not all of you, maybe. Who knows? Okay, so let's go here. Let me. So, before you install the game, you can change your game's language and sound following option. Diablo 4, 4. I think the battle.net top on Diablo 4. It's like options. Yeah. And then game settings. Text language. English. Yes, spoken language. Right. Russian. Indonesian. Where's Arabic? There's no Arabic yet. Fuck. Even Russian, Polish, Korean, Japanese, Italian, German, French, Chinese, simplified Chinese. Yeah, go into Chinese traditional. Oh, bring Chinese tradition. Go back to the era of the brick wall. Spoken language, but I might change it to. I would change it by region, bitches. Fuck yeah, every region. If I go in region Arabic, I would have people speaking Arabic. Fucking having translating fucking English, man. What the hell? It's not in the wall of China everywhere. But I like it. How does it look like? Yeah, it's good. Yeah, let's play the wall of China everywhere, man. Where's that one? Motherfucker. Uh, Chinese man, you should put it in Arabic. What the hell? You know, put it by region. Share cultures via region. You moved it into the fucking wall of China. It was China there. You moved to the Middle East. Well, it's Arabic. The Russian Kingdom of Transylvania. Well, it's Romanian of the core of the cultural there, etc. etc. Put it in Chinese, man. Look like Chinese language. I got Chinese tradition. Who else? Whatever. You guys just have to freaking put more goddamn freaking languages. Look, let's say that I don't know the language, and I go right now and fight demons in all of those regions. I would need to have, I would hear them speaking their language, but I would have a translator program. I have no choice. I don't know languages. It's too much work to learn everything, and you have to go Daniel Tammet in 2 seconds to learn 10,000 languages in 1 week. Yeah, I can't. Not now. So I would go with translating the volume, and I would just go and yeah, yeah. German. How about German? German language. How about that? It's right there. Okay, we're gonna do the Russia later. Okay. And the Russia later, the Chinese later, maybe by region. Fuck. Put it in French. German. Where is it? In which is referencing like which kingdom? Mostly the Arabic kingdom. Okay, Diablo 4. Diablo 4 is referencing ish. Is comparing. Is referencing which regions. Aprox on Earth. Middle East. It's all in the same place. The Asia is right there next to Middle East, which is next to Italy, the a-holes. Hell. We call it hell. core of the Italian, not those who have subverted with like centuries of not being Italians at the core. So let's put it in German. If I have Schooner and Burger, and Chassé is my family. It would have to be you know, yeah, maybe I'm more Chassé than anything. Not really. Oh yeah, yeah. I'm gonna have to hear it in French. Not everybody speaks in French. Let's hear some German. Okay, we're not Chinese. I want to learn Chinese. Hear German. Yeah, why not? I'm German. I don't want to be disrespectful to Chinese people. Either. To me, they're like Arabic people. People with good culture. Same thing with Slavics and black people. They're just people zizzing around their ranks because it's fucking Italian as shit. Let's put it in English or Portuguese looks great too. All of those languages, I want to learn them. Espanol, AL, and AU. EU. AL and EU. Russian. Transylvania. Demons. Where? Let me see. Where's the story of Vlad? Ah, the story. Let me see the story of Vlad. Vladimir the Vampire. Lore. Vlad Imperial. Dude, that I love that. Yes. It deserved it. Fucking Romans deserved it. Okay. So, that's probably because of them. So, oh, it's not bad. 1448. The wall of China is very old, eh? Wall of China. Holy motherfucker. Dude. This is massive. This was. Dude. Wow. What was he doing? Let me put that in history. History is it? Empire of China? Where's the Italian fucking bullcrap on their Shangle skins that way? So, where's the boot? We got Asia, and on top we got Russia, and Transylvania, whatever, Romania. So right now it's wall China, man. It's fucking old, bitch. Dude, I think I'm listening to this in Chinese. Right, when did the Germans start? Is it 200 BC? Whoa, Gallic Wars are when? They were on all sides. They were fighting with insects. They were fighting. You're saying they were fighting Chinese without even nobody knowing what was going on. And then nobody has notes that Chinese have that they fought against insects of bred by Italians to fight against them. Because you know the plagues of Egypt, etc. So is it possible they took praying mantis of other places? All the insects there were planified conquering in their undergrounds, crypts of everything. Built massive armies of insects and sent all of that on one front, and then Pizopi's owned the society on other fronts, Napoleon on another front later in the history. And it's always a comeback of a-holes. Is it possible? And now what we see, like tiny praying mantis eating of Asia, eating mammals, tiny mammals like rats and mouse in the forest and stuff in jungles, is what they were bred to be today, forced by the Asians. They took what was remaining of the insects that fought against them and they let them be free in the jungles of Asia, jungles, the forests, and etc. of Asia, but as Yorkshire, like almost harmless Yorkshires, Yorkshire praying mantis Asia. That's how the whole thing. It's really weird. They're really big, the praying mantis of Asia. They're really big. They're beautiful. They're very deadly too. So Chinese. Let's go back to the Chinese, the wall of China. I would go to the oldest that have fought against the fucking stupid goddamn Italians of shit ever since they got here. On all fronts, man. Whatever. What is this? What is this language? It's not even written right next to it. I don't recognize the signs. Fuck. I can't even freaking copy the thing. I can't copy the text. It sucks. Okay. So Google Translation. So I'm gonna say English to China. Say uh, Chinese. No, no. Chinese traditional is what? It's none of this. Doesn't even look like any of what I'm seeing. How is this looking Chinese traditional? This is not even looking like any of this. Yeah. Let's put this in German then for all you people because of the Gallic wars of shit. Disgusting butchery time. We got a butchers in here in German, okay? And when the wall of China is gonna be out in Diablo, well, in that area, hopefully, is going to be in German. No, I don't have anything in German. Deutsch. What is Deutsch? Deutsch. Let me see what it. No, why? Huh? Motherfucker, are you serious? I thought it was a different country. The language of a different country. I thought German language was called the German language, not Deutsch. Deutsch was from another country. Yeah. Okay, let's put that in Deutsch. Gallic Wars. And go to hell. Yeah. And yeah, well, I gotta listen to the 12 Monkeys. COVID-19, the last, another freaking attempt of the Italians to kill us again, the Romans to kill us again. It's a repetition of the what happened before World War One, the big massive bullshit during World War One or after, the pandemias of the trash of the worst possible kind of the fucking garbage of sicknesses. What is the plague? The Black Plague. This is shit from the fucking Italians, the Crips of the church, the Lannisters of the trash. Okay, everywhere in society, releasing the trash in the worst opportune moments to try and gain advantage over everybody. And in the meantime, Salieri's are doing the hypocrisy stealing from Mozart's around the society. It's disgusting. It's putrid to the core. You see the transitions a little bit.
خلقكم من نفس واحدة وخلق منها وخلق منها زوجها وبث منهما رجالا كثيرا ونساء واتقوا الله الذي تساءلون به والأرحام إن الله كان عليكم رقيبا وآتوا اليتامى
I don't want any two downs. Not two up. Two up is fine. Two down is not fine for me in terms of the emotion. Because if the emotion is fine and the sound is two down, it's gonna suck. It's not gonna. I don't think it's gonna express the emotion of the message of how it wants to be interpreted. The words that comes out of the Quran. You know what I mean? I want it to be stable or up. If it goes down, it would have to go down on proper words. Goes up, it can express anger. If it's stable, it's stable. You know what I mean? Stable anger, not depressive. Fuck this. So that's what I'm doing. I'm trying to cut that off. The depressive part where it goes down, and you're like it goes in a beat of like you're unsure. You know, like depressive mode, and it's annoying. think I put scary music. Why? Why? I'm only going to put scary music for the moment because I'm still internally, and the whole world is still at war, I believe, because we're all dying. Major depression, suicide is there. And as far as I understand, everything the Quran says is a ward of spell against evil. Okay? It's a ward of spell against evil. I think that's what it says a little bit. I'm not too sure. Or those who ward off evil. So it helps me attain, let's say, the seriousness, not the pity mode of lacrimosa. Do you understand? There's death around. I was wondering, should I put lacrimosa here, or should I put, like 12 monkeys? I don't want to have pity. So if I put lacrimosa, it's not for pity for death of Romans and Italians. Okay? And this is a wary message, to be wary. 12 monkey team, they see like a wary team. Be wary of. Be wary of. And that's what I want to listen to. A team of be wary of for the moment. But you can see it as a zen thing if you put a different music to. It's beautiful with different music. But me, I want to serious. I'm slashing demons, and later I'm gonna just pop another tune inside of there and see if it works. Right now, I like this one. The fuck with this? Here's the swat down. Here's the second. Calice de sacrement. Tabarnak, c'est calice. C'est du gossage des pitons qui marchent pas, tabarnak. Crise de gossage. Maudit que j'ai ça quand ça niaise de même, esti. Chris, c'est quel piton faut que je pèse, ça marche. Crise de gimmick de piso de chasse. Crise de backdoor de merde, esti de calice de Chris. Ah, c'ti de calice de vierge. Qu'est-ce qui marche plus avec mon hostie de Fruity Loops? Bon, je peux-tu l'avoir, là, c'ti de calice de vierge, de sacrement de fin, tabarnak? Hostie, je veux juste bouser ça à la fin, va chier! Tabarnak, que c'est con, ce petit software-là. Ça marche bien, pis tout d'un coup, ça marche plus. Chris que j'ai ça, une vraie gimmick. C'est le même dans Unity, c'est le même dans toutes les crises de software que vous avez à offrir. Sauf les miens. Sauf les miens, tabarnak. Calice. See people, now I rage, my software doesn't work, Pizzo is in the back, psychiatrist, blah blah blah, the whole word psychiatrist, subverted ideologies, all sort of ton of crap. And I'm frustrated because a backdoor that is enabled and not recognized, obsoleting the speed at which normally I operate. Okay? That's what you're doing. Slowing me down 24/7 because I'm fast. You keep using your backdoors for that, bitches. It's lame at this point. I'm tired. It's been 9 years of this shit. Plus ever since. Can you stop? Platform is integral trash for Fruity Loops. If you're like Unity or any other software that I'm using that keeps using backdoors to make me look like a noob shit when everything goes fine normally, you're part of the problem of pissing me off. Okay? You understand what I mean? And you right now, you're a problem. I'm normally able to move that right up to the edge of my fucking sound. I cannot do it. Why is your software a piezo pricking me right now? What is going on that I can't put my fucking end right here? Piezo, huh? Diagnostic. I get angry and I look like a retard. But oh, I cannot explain the problem of your bug, of your backdoor that doesn't work. How many years have you been there? Ever since I have used Fruity Loops, it has been like this. Ever since. Okay? Backdoor of gimmick of bugs that are not fixed in every of your software. No wonder nothing works on the planet. We're all slowed down. It's because these fucking bugs. I'm just trying to do a song. It's a very simple song. This is the Quran, and I'm trying to put song over it in order to be for it serious, wary, a wary warning to me. This is the Quran. It gives me a warning, and I want to be in mood in a warning, and just with the voice of Abu Bakr al-Shatri that is used to share to singing a warning to people. Okay, and you're again using the church of the back door of the anus of nothing that you are, Rome and the church, to prick me with all of the back doors that you have, and the software is already installed on planet Earth to do this gimmick. I can't do nothing now. Now I waste how much time that I cannot finish my song. I cannot play Diablo just because of your childish tactics. You're adults playing with tools of massive destruction. Children that you are, the pigs, the real pigs of the mafia. Children, you are idiots with you're butchers, idiots in the head and butchers in society. You're noobs, morons. You think I can't note anything or something. It's been like that since 2014, ever since I reported psychological harassment, and even before, ever since ever, you've been here to be gimmicks of the trash. Look, normally I'm able to set exactly the position of where I am, of where my segment is. What did I press on? Where is the, yeah, what is this one? I can't turn it off now. Put it this one. Oh, it doesn't stick now. I can't put it here. I can put it nowhere. It has to stick this fucking thing. There's nothing that tells me what's the problem. Is it this? This? Which one? Is it this? Is it this? Or is it just a bug, you gimmick? Just to make me lose time? It's a bug, eh? Making me lose time? I look like a retard. What is he doing? Diagnostic, persecutor, terrible. He's inventing things. All of your softwares on planet Earth are filled with backdoors of shit like this. Losing our time. Piezo, major depression, insane suicide in the army. Nobody fucking can work here. Just gonna try to make one segment that can repeat. I can't. You're fucking me. I can't even fucking loop a single thing here. I'm gonna go check on the internet. If I might have to format my computer already. It's always been like that in my life, people. Backdoors 24/7 and me formatting 1 month, 2 months, 3 months. Computer is bad now. Have to format. Have you guys ever lived this? If no, well, I'm sharing what I've been living forever again. Are you gonna do something about it? Or just use backdoors of the trash piezo guys behind computers that see it and just give reports that they don't see it. All of the softwares of this gimmick of Microsoft are trash. I'm tired of this. You're playing education platform from everybody. What's the gimmick of making all the softwares not work correctly? What the fuck? That we don't have nothing reliable. And when you choose, it's just gonna fuck the software. It's gonna make your battery. We're gonna have to change your battery. You fucking crooks of piezo shit that you are who do that. That was Apple. That was Apple. Wow, eh? Now piezo got into your intros. Maybe you gotta get rid of them. It's always like this. In programming, it's always like this. It's the same thing in programming. It's identical. To slow down, to slow down, to slow down. They decide what you do. You piss you off on a project. You put it aside because you're tired. Nothing. It doesn't work. Well, they have it all in their hands. Now they just can kill you. That's been exactly like this since I programmed in 2015. Since I started programming, I've been getting nowhere. And every time some of this crap starts happening, I have to change project. It's a gimmick. What the fuck is this? You can't see it. You're blind. Okay, I'm stopping. I'm gonna do that later. I'm gonna search how to do it, how to remove this. It's got a sticking option. Sticking option. I don't know how I pressed it. Fucking goddamn. Oh, Tom's fucking hands become all stressed. Like F off. It's always like that. That's how I give up in life. Always doing tasks and things because somebody else is deciding for you. Somebody else that we don't know. Who the fuck is always doing this? I'm stopping because I'm at the point where I want to have a punching bag. Okay. That's it. That's what happened in 2016. Started raging. Too many issues. Too many issues back to back for like 5 days, 1 week. And then poof, I just lose it. I trash everything. And you know, Trudeau, you knew, Freeland! And Jolie, the fucking diva of a bitch that would be great in a stuffed head and a fucking shelf. Oh, somebody knocked. See, somebody's afraid, or somebody's like, oh, like the Pierre Belzile right next door. Neighbor tried to kill me with pesto or shit, but he's angry that I'm angry. And I heard a knock. Somebody, he's talking loud. Let's castrate. Let's castrate, kill masculinity, kill the anger. Every time, all of my life, although I know who's bitch after me. This is Quebec, okay? Every time, every motherfucking time. Forever. Music of Diablo is a short Just the music of Diablo.
Ich sollte mir eine bessere Zuflucht suchen, bevor ich erfriere.
I streaming, guys? I don't even want to do it, but stream. I've been wanting to be Steve Chassé Picasso for the parenthesis, of course, Picasso. You know, to depict the truth, you know, not the anti-truth, because they say the Antichrist. The Antichrist is actually Rome, the church, is the Antichrist. You know, and they have been teaching the anti-truth. They are the Antichrist, and they are teaching the anti-truth, which is zero truth, right? So Picasso is just drawing pictures of Julius Caesar as if he looks like a Greek warrior, right? So if there's Picassos in the world that have nothing to do with Picassos, because Picassos are not telling the truth. So don't draw yourselves as Picasso, as the anti-Picasso. Okay? You are the anti-Picassos, the anti-Rome, the anti-Jesus Christ. You are the anti-anti. What was the other one? Yeah, to revert what the fuck they're doing. You're reverting the Antichrist. You're not the Antichrist, you're the anti-Antichrists. Those that kill, that kill Christ, that kill Jesus, that kill Jesus' role, right? If a person saying that, must have. Yeah, so you're the anti-Picassos, the ones that depict the truth, right? So I am an anti-Picasso, right? So if there's somebody in the world that will be able to send to the church, if not me, if nobody does it until tomorrow, I will try and work. And in one day, you will have Julius Caesar and Vercingetorix and plenty of babies, and Julius Caesar working on a decapitated body, decapitated baby. Julius Caesar's dick very hard, very big. Okay, Italian, Estabon. Ready to play in porn movies right away because it's ready for him. Lineage, path, trace, path, easy life, but Picasso paints into the very hard life. So you're the anti-Picasso, guys. Anti-Picasso says the truth of a-holes, on the planet that depict themselves as having lived a very hard life, and then being able to give $14,000 to guys like Hulk Hogan, like Stallone. Huh? So, plenty of skulls, piles, the whole thing of Guild Wars after the serum. Guild Wars after the serum. And after the serum, there's actually nothing anymore but prisoners. Nothing but prisoners, guys. And out of the prisoners, there's one guy, and it's Muhammad. He's there for trading deals, drugs, spices from Saudi Arabia. And he knows he's coming, he's gonna die in 4 years. 4 years. After fucking disgusting whores. And he might have been forced to. Diplomatic deal, peace deal, war deal, I think money deal. Screw up the Italians and shit. Because the moment Muhammad got back, fuck! The entire story of the goddamn crooks that, are just screwing people. Liars, treacherous pricks, a-holes. You link all that together. Tons of piles of corpses around after the scene. Everybody's a prisoner. Everybody practically on Earth is under the chains of Rome. Everybody, they were that powerful. And the Jewish people, it's their turn. It's their turn. They're right there. They're being crucified one after the other. Corpses are being taken. Piles of corpses thrown into a volcano pumping. Crucified. And where are the corpses? Nobody knows. Knows Jesus Christ, he was evil. And 5 guys, 6 guys crucified him. It makes no sense. Everything that they're writing a fucking Bible of trash. And what they've stolen, that's what I found. Not that, well, yes, it's interesting. Very interesting. Is that it seems that the core of Christianity is actually Hebrew. It's Hebrew. That's where it comes from. Rome, when destroying Greeks, adopted the culture of Greeks. They started building stupid freaking granite heads and warrior heads. Otherwise, butchery there. Taking babies, cutting the head, the shaking baby, and just jerking off on it. Just like they do on Pornhub today, and teaching others to jerk off or fuck tiny puppets with babies, baby girls, and all this shit. It's disgusting. Trying to make people do what they did. Like me, I watched this. I'm not doing any of this shit. You're not jerking out ass. Just scroll over. It's like you're on the wrong page of the Kama Sutra. Think of it that way. You're on the wrong page. The page of the mega book, the global universal integral book of Kama Sutra. Is on the internet. It's all there. Everything's there. You jerk on whatever the fuck you want. You jerk on history. You jerk on freaking actions, man. Just like the guy in the freaking American movies, like, okay, pass me the journals. I want to jerk. Pass me the journal of the company there, Inquisitions or whatever. I don't want to. Wants to, give the film to the hospital, right? He's freaking smart, that guy, motherfuckers. He's like one of the smartest in that. He's got a life of shit. He's got his mouth and he can't do anything because, we're all stuck. Life of shit. Can't do enough. Yeah, life of shit. I've got 9 months in front of me. And I can't go up to there. The money that I have to work or stretch it. And I'm stretching it. I'm trying to. And I don't have a lot of money left, so I have to get out of YouTube. YouTube has been from 2015. Being there and look at my subscribers. It's impossible. They've cock-blocked me. They blocked me from being, from sharing my things. Nobody knows that I exist, basically. That's how they do. That's how Leonardo da Vinci did. Killing inventors in society, stealing their things. Nobody knows that the inventors ever existed. And Leonardo da Vinci looks like he's the smartest old man in that period. It's stupid. They're idiots. They're trash. They're stealers. They're thieves. They're killers. The legacy stealers of everything and everything. They're the smartest. Yeah. You're the anti-Picasso. I am the anti-Picasso. Guys, seize the truth out of nothing. Just like Bill Gates is able to build a freaking goddamn nuclear reactor out of nothing. You know what I mean? Very smart, right? He's able to fucking have people planify a competition of building the smartest well in the world. Bam! Built in the worst country in the world. What happens next? War. He's unable to freaking put his plan into action of providing proper water for people that eat their poop in water that they crap on because there's nothing organized due to who? Piso. All the time back to Rome, the fucking church of the Sin Basilica of the trash. Heroic culture on earth. I think we were all separated with a different culture. Cultures of the Greeks, cultures of the Platon, Socrates, philosophers, all of them, the philosophers of them, and their heroes and their warriors and Zeus and their gods and their culture. And then you have their heroic culture, kind of restored. Yeah, you see their flags and all this. Yeah. After World War II, after Germany, Germany killed everyone, killed Belgians, and that's painted by Picasso. Picasso, paparazzi, pyramid Ponzi, Peking Tom, tree huggers, blackmail, intimidation, etc. Mainstream narrative that we have to follow. Like morons. It's Germans the problem. No, whoa. If you look at the entirety of the fucking history, this was a counterblock. That was lasting. That is lasting even today, unless you want to destroy it, and that's where we're at. You want to destroy Nazi Germany. Everybody's pointing finger at Nazi Germany because of neo-Nazis of Ukraine. And what? Who's the problem in Ukraine? Neo-Nazi criminals. Built by what? Fucking ideologies that are wrong. They're criminals in power, just doing freaking Julius Caesar and thinking it's right. There's nothing right in that. And they've been held by who? Money coming from everywhere in the motherfucking world. The Americans and Biden. Yeah, we got the war. But Biden's, I see Biden as not an Italian family name. And not an Italian family name to me is people that are not Italian. They are mainly not Italian. And in 2023, when you're not mainly Italian, You're not many Roman, Italian lineage, etc. Well, you've got hidden stories that you ought to share, so that the finger's not pointed towards you and your lineage at all, based on the history of your family, of your experiences. It's time to motherfucking share. The problem, the butchers in society, the butchers in society is not someone like me. I am not a butcher. I've just been trying to do work, to do good, to work as told. By my education, by what I learned, by what I accepted to do, and what I accepted not to do, not to adapt in my ways of life, just like everybody. Yeah? So for me, Christianity and the church was Romans when they arrived, were already popped out of the anus of nothing, or a family that has sludged themselves there, a piece worth of trash. Smart guys, a smart family, maybe of Greeks. Very smart and jealous, the worst piece of trash that you've ever seen. The worst family, maybe of Greece. Rich, nobility, who motherfucking knew? You know what I mean? So angry at Greece, his homeland. That's the other theory. This argument doesn't exist. It's just 243, it's cool. Still, I love it. A show like this, I would watch his. It would be awesome. And what about that one? SG243 is no Stargate. It's a cool show though. I love it. You have no idea how I would watch it. Stargate mixes plenty of things. Warhammer, whole thing of the Egyptians. It's cool. And then the Ori battle. Well, that could be cool. The Ori comes here on Earth, wants to destroy everything. And we go with Event Horizon, freaking ships of the boat there with the Sutherland. Is it Donald Sutherland? I think it's Donald Sutherland. He's the captain of a boat, and he accepts to join the robot. He's like, yeah. But and that's it. You don't have the rest. You don't have the rest of that movie. He never dies. He never dies. Robots. He never dies. You think you kill him. He never dies. Donald Sutherland in that movie, he said that way. It's digital already. The guy is gone. His brain is digital. His brain is gone. It's already been by the machines. He's gone. He can freaking teleport in a radio signal and a thousand gazillion pentazillion dimensions and directions in the universe, and building a base and just building and building ever since you were able to send signals elsewhere and build robots elsewhere. And you guys are still trashing us on Earth, and you don't know nothing, basically, because you're just deleting us, and you're being pigs about everything. You're missing everything. So Christianity, for me, I believe, is that you were right there, again, adopting things of others. Hebrewic culture, your culture, I think, looks like exactly what you're trying to do, right? To be kind to another. One face, one cheek. If someone slaps you on one cheek, you show the other. Is it written in a different way in Judaism? The true core of that culture, that country, that culture, that lineage of the Jewish people. Okay? What happens? They just got Greece. Greece is built another way. The culture is built a different way, right? Then Judaism, then the Jewish people is built a different way than the Asian culture. But they've just been adapting. Just take from Greece, they adapt it. They start dressing as them. But there's corpses everywhere. There's this Picasso there just not drawing the corpse and the babies that you're using as fleshlight with decapitated heads. And after that, what happens? Well, they're on the front now. It's time for the Jewish people. What do? They take everything from the Jewish people. The Jewish people are kind. It's very good, guys. Big pigs of the shit of the Julius Caesar and the Pontus and all those idiots of the Augustus, of the fucking anus, of the whatever, of the Rome back then. Pigs in the rear just fucking with blood and poop and eating all of us and playing with Vercingetorix, Dr. Centipede on him when he was tortured for 6 years, just plugging arms on him, plugging penises. This week we're just plugging French penises on him. Pigs! Just never understood it, like how an aura it was for the Arabic Muhammad to spread this Quran that is enormous and violent immediately. The first 25 chapters, dude, verse. It's all depicting immediately protection. You read it in the 10 first. The most you read it, the more you read it, it's a protection. And then just at the 21st verse, I'm like, dude, it's like immediately you have to read it, otherwise you die, literally. That's how it felt like back then. You have to read it because they're killing you instantly. And they started practicing in 4 years, dude. In 4 years, the whole kingdom of the Caliphate's aware. There was no internet. No internet. No cell phone. No television. No communications device, maybe except lights in the dark, just like we see in the Dune. Lights in the dark, they're passing Morse code messages to tell each other what's going on. Everybody in the world being afraid, and them Arabs hiding in caverns and all this shit, and just, monsters everywhere on the planet. And then you start looking at the Great Wall, and you're like, what the fuck were they battling here? And you start looking at the Great Plagues. And you're like, lots of insects there. Mega plan of scare. And mega plan of scare. But then staying around on the planet for a long time and working on trash and garbage and bullshit of capturing every creature on the planet and playing Dr. Centipede in the world. Dr. Centipede, the Lannisters. The Lannisters, fucking trash of the garbage race of toxicity, releasing the Black Plague on Earth. Before, at the time of World War II, World War One, profiting of the moment of the world war, because they knew that maybe they wanted to profit from that moment. What happens? Plague kills tons of people, and salary is the profit of the moment. They go and steal from the Mozarts, the inventors, and all this shit in the face of everybody. Picasso is right there and painting the story that, no, it's not wrong. We are there, right there to help, man. Right there, see, I was just helping Mozart give his best music right there. Dad giving me money. 40,000 case to loan deal. To a dying Hulk in bed, barely able to move. He's not unable to trash the face of Salieri anymore. He's too sick. Mozart playing piano and learning fencing could have shredded motherfucking goddamn Salieri. Do you understand? And Mozart could have trashed a Salieri, but he was poisoned all the time, couldn't do anything. Look at the age he died. Was it like that in Greece before Romans trashed it? They were living up to 80 years old. It makes sense? Makes a lot of motherfucking sense. It makes a lot of sense if you don't want to approach on the exactly fictional. I have it right here. What's going on? The fictional. I have to put my two screens. So the fictional SG243, where the Stargates would have existed, and that's a trash family coming, a trash lineage, maybe coming from Greece. They were powerful as fuck. Who else could have had a family of trash in that, in conquering things? Maybe a fucking an enemy of the warriors of Greece, of Socrates, and a cheap piece of Lannister trash, just a lineage of garbage. And he a-holes, Oh, and what happens now? Well, we are on the 10th. Ever since I started talking about Stargate SG243, how many diagnostics have I had on my head? Unable to ever finish developing my theories. And now here we are on the 10th of September. I've been speaking out loud, literally, and developing as I go. Are you reverting your psychiatrist dynasty? Oh, he's not believing on Stargate anymore yet, because of course it's fictional. You're screwed every time that you play with me. You're never, but you're always trying to not let me finish, so that you can cut me off, put the diagnostics, send me in a psychological fucking department or a prison, and have me fucking raped every day in a strip, or play Dr. Centipede on me, whatever. You're stupid. All of you're stupid every time. I'm gonna rat trap you perpetually. That's what I do. I'm a perpetrator of screwing you, screwing the pigs. Every time that I talk, I can revert anything that I say. Anything that I say, I can revert it. And every time, ever since 2014, 2016, the moment that you got me there and I could do nothing, even my family was turned against me, I knew there's nothing that I could do against you guys until I got papers, legal papers on the internet. Told me I had no right to be in the fucking goddamn hospital psychiatric department for over 20 days for no reasons. And I put a souvenir right in his face. He didn't, he had no choice to let me go. Piece of shit was recording for the first time. Don't you think I took the opportunity? Where's the recording? Where's all of it? Deleted history. Picasso was behind, eh? Picasso, Piso, was right there, bitches. He was recording on his cell phone. I saw the cell phone. For the first time out of all the time, he was playing with his cell phone. For the first time, all of the meetings, 5 meetings that we had, 6. First time that he has his cell phone right in my face like a pig and clicking on it like as if he's just had one button to press. As if he's recording. Puts it on the desk. Where's the recording, Monsieur Hutsove? As if I'm stupid. Where is it? He doesn't have it. Doesn't know Lamentations. 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 I saw it. I saw it. You have backdoors everywhere regardless, guys. What was the cell phone saying? Where is it? Deleted? Picasso was behind it. Deleted. Picasso was there. Or not, right? Because there's so many coincidences where there's deleted dead around my life, I think. Is there? Is there? It's a question, right? I'm not saying that there is. So you're writing what on this fucking psychological paper? You understand? You're fucked. You're listening to me, you're fucked. Everything that I say, you're fucked. You understand? My voice might be very dangerous to you. Guys, Italians, Romans, very dangerous. Because you're stupid. You're listening through the back doors. You're writing papers as you go. You're leaving plenty of diarrhea behind you. Plenty of traces. You're writing reports. Some of you don't. You're not even supposed to be listening to me. You're not even supposed to. You don't understand. The satellites today, the authorities around the world turning against you. You still don't understand. You're pigs. Not intelligent pigs. You're still not intelligent. That's where it's going to have to be said. That we cannot call a Roman a pig. The pig's the animal pig that is very smart and is very good to eat. But you guys, I think you were cannibals back then too, right? You're eating body parts, like I say. You were eating us like shrimps. And you were eating the poop. You're even breeding poopers. Human poopers. Oh, just a person strikes eat for 1 year tomatoes. You want to build one of our pasta? Pasta? With the pigs? You want the tasty tomato? No, the pigs. Baron, fucking Harkonnen, he looks great, eh? Yes, he looks great. By the Villeneuve family, and I love that movie, and it has to stay. I didn't see it. I saw it. Ooh. Motherfucker, that movie is good. But now, see the Baron with poop around him, and see about maybe 10 floors, 100 floors of poopers. Human poopers of all of France, of Germany, of Slavics, of Haitians, of Greece, of the black people, and they're all, with what they learned even from Egypt, maybe their heads were cut off or something. They were just poopers, living poopers. Who knows? What did they do? Dr. Centipedes tries a lot of things. You barely saw anything because what? Picasso was right there, deleting everything. It's right in the church. Maybe. Right there in their brains. They all know by DNA or something how disgusting they are. Right? When we all see all beautiful angels, beautiful Inarius, and beautiful Lilith. You're all dicks, all of you playing the angel, playing the angel. You're just lamentators and the trash of this world. We're poopers. We're eating us as shrimps. We're filled with diseases that live through you with time. Diseases that you got because it's something that you're not supposed to do, eating another human and being cannibal if you don't know what you're doing. You guys didn't know what you were doing. There are cannibal groups on this planet. They know what you're doing. They know what is sick and what is not. You guys were eating everything. You were eating the babies, and at some point, they started feeding you with sick babies. And that's what you didn't understand. You saw Sparta. You didn't understand that sick babies, they were throwing them down. You didn't understand sick babies were thrown down mountains to be killed, burned, and etc. Sick babies, they knew it. You smelled them or whatever. They tested everything. Scientists, healthcare was precious to Greek, to Sparta. It was precious. You didn't give a single amount of a fuck. And when they started to notice that you guys were eating babies and fucking with babies and etc. the poop, they started feeding you, fornicating. Just like it was so disgusting that period. Nobody had a chance, guys. Think about that. Nobody had a chance. And it says in the Quran that Muhammad slave. It says slave next to him. Huh? Very close. Our slave, Muhammad. So you would think maybe he was actually not a, he was not a nobility. He was Paul Atreides. He was a guy like that. He was a Paul Atreides. He was a slave. He was a Paul Atreides slave. A captured Arabic guy, a slave in Rome. He saw everything with his eyes, and one day he was who? He was Sean Connery, and he fled Rome. He fled the prison of America. He fled Alcatraz. He was Sean Connery on that day. He fled Alcatraz, Rome. And the moment he got to Saudi Arabia, he told everybody what they did, the horrors of being a slave back there, the horrors that Rome did. The first few verses, you start to understand. You start to understand right there the evil that he saw in the first few things. It teaches your mind how evil people are, or can be, and were back then. Rome. That's how I see it. He was a captured Paul Atreides. He was a slave, so he was important. They kept him as a slave. He was an important guy in Saudi Arabia because they keep. Not only they tried to keep them as slaves, but percentages it was tortured for 6 years. That guy in Saudi Arabia, Muhammad, he saw tortures when he was a slave. He was looking good. He was able to fuck. Okay? He was able to fuck. He was a healthy man. He was a warrior. Why? This moment he arrived in Saudi Arabia, bam, tells the message, and he gets 4 years with all his sicknesses that he had to fuck with, like a Spartacus from Arabia. Spartacus from Saudi Arabia, gladiator of Saudi Arabia, slave. Forced to fuck with whores of Rome, fucking in poop and piss and shit and blood everywhere, and their fucking sicknesses of the whores, smelling a rotten fish. Forced. Couldn't even fuck with nobody there. Maybe they just kept his freaking sperm for ages, just like they kept Cleopatra's body. That's how I see it. It's really how I see it. You know, it's a slave, our slave. Slave Muhammad, our slave, but it's in parentheses. Or it's, no, our slave, and then in parentheses, Muhammad, slave. He was a warrior. So if I would go in Saudi Arabia and have to fight the guy that I saw and think that was a friend, I'd let myself die. You know? Because it's Saudi Arabia. Yeah. And I would be immediately a soul for them. They would see it. Yeah. Maybe they would see. That's when they would see you. You know, I don't care. You see, fuck this. Fuck me. I am not the Paul Atreides. You know? They were. They were them. They were beautiful, the Arabs. They were slaves probably back then in Saudi Arabia too. They're beautiful today. They have tan skin. They have a very strong personality, but they have a red and grey mind, which is the guy that that calculated and calculated and calculated and calculated as Sean Connery in Alcatraz, and back, moment he had a chance, killed like 10 guys. He was strong enough, building himself over time. His slave that gets stronger. He gets more reputation. He's fucked around even better. He gets a little bit of more muscle. You look better. They're a very intelligent guy, man. That's how I see him. Very intelligent. Sean Connery, Alcatraz guy, and bam! Our slaves, parenthesis, Muhammad, fled from the moment he got there. How did he share a message so fast? A few paragraphs. And the entire thing. He wrote the entire thing, and he says, you see, everybody starts from the beginning. You have to learn, like he said, in 4 years, and then he didn't know what he died of. So 628, he gets in the caliphate, shares the message. 4 years after, they don't know what he died of. Sicknesses of war. He was a slave, forced the fuck around, and he becomes a warrior, you know. And after that, the warrior sultan, kind of a leader, goes to battle, etc. with a car or something. You know. So yeah, I would be literally that guy. It was like a portrait. He would say, oh yeah, you have to kill him. You have to kill him. I would one day with him maybe. How about that? I would fight one day. Literally, or 2 days. And at some point, we'd get tired. He would get angry. You have to kill me! And fucking lamentation. He would be lamentation. I would still not kill him. Because that would mean that the culture is wrong. There's something wrong there. I would not do it. Why? He's Arabian. I would be of his blood. I wouldn't do it. There's no reason for me to kill him. I would let him kill me at the end. Yeah. The moment he would say, I give up, say, this is it, guys. I'm done. Now I would give him my sword and I would say, now you kill me. In front of all their Arabs. You take my head, you fucking cry, you bitches. If you test my blood before killing me. Do I have Italian blood? Yeah, don't take a motherfucking Roman blood. Don't take a fucking chance. You don't even know they're gonna zap my brain or whatever at this point. You know? Who knows? Everything that they've done to the Asians. You know what I mean? And hide and destroy it. You get my brain digitalized, and then you work with it. Do whatever, you destroy the body. You don't even keep the sperm. Just have the AI work on it, and the AI, once it has work on it, it just makes nothing out of my body. My body disappears. That I cannot be used anymore for anything. I'm gone. My body is useless. You cannot find me in the universe of the digital. I'm going to be hidden from you guys. Useless to them. Completely useless to them. That's another plan. My first plan was to go to neo-Nazi territory of America because it seems to be lame here. And I thought maybe electrocution, like a fake pedophile accusations on me, planified by the strongest neo-Nazi or ancient Nazi, a fake pedophile story on me, so that I am electrocuted with the right medication or whatever, or not. You burn my body in front of everyone. You make it the Addams Family Gomez edition. You have my DNA. You take my DNA and sperm before or whatever. You digitalize my brain before, or a dead body, a fake me, or exactly me, but dead body that just looks around, that pretends to be there, but it's just a zombie brain that I'm already digitalized. And then what do? You just do exactly like in the Tom Hanks Green Line movie. And you do exactly, you just fake punish people and fake whatever, like, why didn't you stop the machine? And you let me burn in front of everybody, and you do not turn off the medias. Let them see me burn. Okay? Let them see me burn. And And after that, you just have to say this guy had 0.0001%, the lowest number of Roman Italian blood, and it was very a fake story, guys. A fake story. They've been Picassoing the entire thing, and you really wonder why do that. Sorry, there was a why do that? For the purpose of the Serenakogan, of the Catherine the Weaver, the future of humankind, the protectors of human, the guardians, the robot guardians, the constructs. Human mind construct. Digitalized human mind is not a human mind anymore. It is not a human mind anymore. What it is the like I would see it like, well, if you would call it my human mind, but I see it more like you have statistic on top of it. For every points of my memories, for every points of my action, for every cells that would send a signal, you would have a statistics on my brain. So you would have the human brain evolution. What do you have? How do you call it? My soul, does it go in digital? If it goes in digital, well, do it today. Have it sliced. Put it today. Burn it today. The thing is, after I realized there's idiots in Ukraine that are just being torturers, killing Russians, decapitating people, and using body parts and playing around like Rome, I'm like, I'm not going in like stupid neo-Nazi groups that would planify a whole execution, a fake Hollywood Scotty execution of me. A Hollywood Scotty execution of me. What is it? It is a real execution of my body when my mind is already digitalized. You can do it that way, or keep my mind there, test it. If you can have my soul captured and my soul inserted after that, so my conscience is, somewhere else. It can be where you want it to be. You know what I mean? A robot, another body. You play around with this shit, man, whatever. But what it shows is beautiful, the first beautiful execution of a flesh, a body like me, yeah, a flesh, the human, from the lowest amount of Roman blood, the lowest, because we have to show lowest is a punishment. Lowest. You wanted to share your blood with others. You want to play the same mix. You're gonna play Yorkshire. We're gonna play. German Shepherd with the human. We're gonna fuck around and play Centipede. Lucifer, eh? Well, Lucifer, the angel, where God, or the God is Allah. He's called Allah, actually. I think he's called Allah also, right? And there's maybe exactly that. One angel slash guy slash not angel, just a gray red line that has to take harsh decisions. For the protection of humankind, right? That's Lucifer. You see, he's greatly depicted in this series. It's exactly him. That's me right there. No, he's better. He's so much better. I cannot play that. He's got British, like the whole thing. Like they're super cool. I love them for that. You have the gentleman and the gentlewoman education, even in their language. That's what the whole thing in the UK is for the United Kingdom. The whole pattern of the United Kingdom and of the Commonwealth are trying to do that. But you guys in the midst, you're doing the best work, disgusting pornography, of the fucking baby puppets, and you have no choice to scroll to your shit to get to your favorite Kama Sutra page, segment, verse, barely a verse, because the surrounding of the target, everything is disgusting. What we see is disgusting. It seems stupid. There's nothing sensual. There's nothing. It's not even exciting to see. You're turned up by all this shit. In the first place, we want to get, let's do it fast, man. Just jump the scene of sex right away. Just do it fast, turn it off fast. Adults. Otherwise, it's like, it's trash, garbage trash, porn trash. It's sex trash, how do you call that? The whole thing, the whole package of internet, kind of structure, Pornhub, X videos and shit, it started to fuck up my mind, let's say. You become like a fucking home pig, like back then. So that the current freaking smelly vagina fish, rotten fish, stalks Italian in the back of everybody, and tries to planify the death of everybody and everybody's legacy. is rich in society, and then they don't need to jerk off. They've been having the entirety of the woman, the entirety of the selection of the woman is everyone my house. They do whatever they want. They look like Greeks now, right? And Italian like angry, so beautiful, Italian language, everything. Biggest, you know, fucking trash. You know what I mean? It's like. So insulting, right? You know, so yeah. So yeah, it's exact. It is the time, people. It is unfortunate, isn't it? Don't you all agree with me that it is the time? So that's why I wanted to actually try and reach the oldest, not the neo-Nazi. Call it the arc of the evolution of the oldest groups of the Nazis, and I would want them to do with me as a punishment of a fake scenario, but not fake at all. Not fake at all. It's not going to be fake. It's going to be done in for real. I'm going to survive, and maybe I want to. I want to feel the pain. Can I stay the longest possible? Because if I am to stay in the future like a Marcus, I might be electrocuted. You need to already train my flesh for this. And I'm serious about it. It's not fake. I'm not saying that, you know what I mean? If I had had an Italian finger in my anus when I was a little baby in the baby bed, right after being born, for 10 minutes, for 5 months, for 1 month, 2 months, they trained my flesh for this. Do you understand that this is not what I want? My flesh to be tested for being cut with them. What do you think wrestlers do? Hulk Hogan's do? The red and gray minds of this world. Huh? They get cut. They cut themselves open like puppets. They just sue themselves and go wrestling. There's blood. The Dems family. What do you think, guys? Dude, the Dems family is the old ways of the wrestling. They didn't even bring that back yet. It was just too bloody. They had to stop it. McMahon or whatever they were before, they just had to stop it. They were told to stop it. Or something. Bring that back, and every time a fucking Italian comes and wants to play Adam's Family, just kill him. In front of everybody. Regardless. And you replace him with the Souls. That's not Italian. You give him Italian fake papers. Isn't that what you guys do? Have you ever seen the real Adam's Family on this planet Earth? You've not, guys. Romance, come on. You fucking Drangheta Mafia with the trash of the Italian language. That's where we're at. That's where we're at. That's where we're at. 2015. Jesus Christ. Where are the corpses? Where are the names? You get nothing. And you're still building your fake prosperous commerce everywhere in society, killing us. I hope it's just the government, because it's too evil, right? What I'm saying right now, nobody's hearing me, just like ever since 2015, right? Ever since I've started programming, nobody hears what I'm saying. Ask the scientists of the army, the ones that we see in Starship Trooper that kill insects. We were insects then, and we still are today facing Romans, or are we not? Are we or are we not? If we're not, but what else is there in the universe that is stronger than those fucking Italians then? Or you build the boards and you get rid of the Italian flesh after that, so they are what? T-800s. They're going to be T-800s. At the end of the battle, you get rid of the flesh, they are T-800s. Flesh is bones. And after that, they put their flesh. Their fake flesh, tissue flesh, and we send them back. The same ship. One ship. For two. And the two, you fix them as war hammer ships. Skulls, everything. They're entirely the bomb destroy anything. Put that together with the other ships. Keep that here. Just multiply their bones. Just go and use that as armor. Whatever. They've been trashing lineages. Maybe their bones are strong. A lot of fuckers. New men. Oh, maybe. Yeah. It's that time, guys. You're killing us. You're destroying us. We need the ray and red mind scientists of the military. the healthcare. The red and gray means healthcare. Scientists, doctors, health and general admirals in control of the national defense healthcare that are aware that this universe, this place is dangerous now that you're aware of it. And some people have to sign papers and get on with this bullshit of the Adam Gomez family elsewhere than just here on Earth. And, on our side. Yeah, it's disgusting. It's gonna be funny. You've seen Wolfenstein already, but just the Ukraine is attacking the wrong guys. Literally, Ukrainians attacking Germany. Nazis. Isn't that what we see? Isn't it an Ukrainian in Wolfenstein? It's just Ukraine. It's a Slavic guy. Ukrainian motherfucker. It's a Slavic guy. Slavic blood. Slavic blood starts trashing. Because everything's trash against him. Why? Because of Piso in the ranks of Nazi Germany even. Nazi Germany had to be trashed for the entirety to be reverted against them again. Why? Because it made no sense that the war was reverting against them. The war reverted so fast against Nazi Germany. So fast. So they had to fake their death, taking everything against them. They get trashed, but they take their best stuff, like saucers, they fake everything. They do Picasso. You just name it in German. Huh? Picasso, es tut mir nicht leid, fuck you, Picasso, I don't know, man. I'm not sorry to say fuck you, Picasso. Die, Picasso in German. Picasso started to lie about their own history, but nobody wants to recognize that one. Oh, the Germans were not smart enough. Of course, they let the Conrad C1 computer, C3 in the apartment building is defective. There's nobody there. It got bombed. Anybody believed it? Massive mainstream arrays of computers. While the Romans had arrays of bodies and centipede doctors playing pooper and humans and shit and trash and garbage. Germany was doing what Greece did back then. But they did not lie about history, Greeks were showing it to people. Greeks were proud of it. They were in the UFC playing with tools and trashing, maybe being Zeus and Thor, whatever. Zeus there, the lightning Zeus, tricks of the lightning Zeus, Greek, Thor, Greek, maybe who knows, whatever, tinkerers, philosophers, inventors, and Greeks. You see the Antikythera device, you see Romans copying 3-4 device of the Greeks and saying, we got it in one, it's smaller, just trashing Greeks in the rear, just stressing people because, attraction tool, and where do we find the Antikythera device? In the wood. Never given, never arrived. A rotten deal. Then you see the Stallone deal. Did the money arrive? 14,000K. Antikythera device. Money is the Antikythera device for everybody. Everybody can start inventing anything. But if it arrives in the worst of conditions, the money is spent in 2 seconds, just like it did for me. You see the photos back then of me, maybe I didn't show them yet, in 2016, when was it, 2015, when I received this check of like $60,000 to $24,000 of the corpse, and I had one bottle of wine. I was like finally, I'm receiving money. I'm gonna stop spending on my credit margin. My life was shit. I wanted to meet people. I wanted to fall in love. Spend money on Leilani teas. She was Leilani. I think she might have been Italian blood or Arabic blood, or I think she was Middle Eastern blood because there was a lot of Arabic things in that era. And she was an adult. Leilani teas, 26 years old adult. She looked like Egyptian. like Cleopatra, Egyptian look. And she was beautiful, very beautiful. And I spent a lot of money there, like thousands of dollars, with talking to her, with trying to turn her on, trying to do the sensual thing of the Kama Sutra before doing the stupid Pornhub of 5 minutes jerk off. It was very awesome with Leland. She was a very, very professional woman, and I wanted to be professional with her, and she was. Another one was not. She asked me to turn away right away and play with my anus. I was like, what the fuck? And I did. I didn't enjoy it. You know what I did? And I did it in front of the camera. Who has this? Who do you think? They're waiting for it. Paparazzi, just like the Bieber thing, the Shia LaBeouf thing, they're just waiting to show it. Why? What does anybody has to show to see my anus and playing with myself and all these things, just like anybody do, but no. Not anybody does. A Roman is safe now. With a family, a lineage. He has a pussy to fuck, an anus to fuck. A woman that swallows his sperm like an oyster. Every day. Every time. Not for anybody else. Only for the one she loves. Or the one that she likes the sperm taste. Or the one that she knows that maybe she got a chance with. Or the one that has a lineage that she knows of. But that the guy doesn't know his lineage. Just like me and Maria Villela. Just, swallowing my sperm just like an oyster. And yes, I was jerking a lot during that time. So it must have been... Yeah, I was jerking a lot. I was horny, dude. I was horny. But jerking in private. I was reading history. And if I was getting too horny during reading history, I was stopping history and I was jerking and going to sleep. Or I was cleaning my penis with a WF, a shower towel, with rope and clean that and, whatever, as if I was, clean. In my hands too, and after that, just returning and reading history until I was just tired. That's why I had good marks in history. It was not, my history was to test my memory and to understand history. So when I was doing my exam, I knew the books of what the teacher taught by heart. The class, I knew it by heart. The whole class, the entirety of what he said. You don't understand, people. Every time that I was writing something that I was not fast enough, teacher was waiting. Because a lot of us were doing the same thing in that class. I don't know why. We're just all noting the history. That teacher was very good in our classroom. He was waiting for everybody to read. And he said, at the exam, I want everybody. It wasn't just me. I had good marks though. A lot of us had good marks. There was a lady that was near to me. She had very good marks, better than me. At the end of the year, she had better notes than me. Not at the beginning. At the end of the year, she beat me. I gave up. I started, preoccupied. Bad marks. 80%. Before that, 90%. Over 90%, 95%. I said, trying to learn it by heart, just like everyone. He says, what I want to see at the exam is exactly word for word what I'm saying. Alright? We had one full take Canada plus one, I think. We had two by heart. Yeah, we learned them by heart, all words. And I had these marks, over 90%. The others, they didn't hear what he had said at the beginning, the first few words he had said, the teacher. And every time that he was waiting for everybody, he was watching everybody like the Karate Shotokan sensei. He was watching everybody with evil eyes. No, not evil eyes, strict eyes and discipline. Right? You remember that, right? I don't remember his name, but if you don't remember that, you didn't understand the logic of that class. The logic of that class was to do what the teacher was saying. And the other class where I was not able to follow anything, it was because there was no logic. There was no purpose. Or it was trash, it was garbage how it was shown. Or it was because the teacher was in the problem of, like everybody. Preoccupied, life, and etc., unable to learn, me too, preoccupied. Why? No friends, no love, always in depression. Maybe the classes were ultra good for everybody else, actually. Ultra good in secondary 4 and 5 that I was speaking in history. In secondary 4 for my history that I was speaking in. That's secondary 4 teacher. That class was very great. Every time was just adding more and adding more and adding more and having to know it by heart. because he was asking questions around the first few things too. He was always doing that teacher. The other classes, it was just to learn what was taught. It was fine. That class, that history thing was you have to test your. It was a test. At least for me, it was. For others too, those that wanted good marks. Dude, they had good marks for me, like me, so they wanted to do exactly what the teacher was telling you. I want to see word for word in the exam. What does that mean? Word for word, phrase for phrase. What does that mean? Exactly what it means. You know it by heart? You know? So people have good marks. People that are always distracted, all sort of shit, man. How can they fucking learn anything? So Hulk Hogan could have done anything with 14K. So was it a gimmick still? Right? Always the Antikythera device, but that time the Antikythera device had reached. The 14K was in the pocket of Hulk Hogan. But after that, what happened? Was it good for Hulk Hogan? Or was it trash? If he was intelligent, it was good. But if you always came back with wanting to ask for services, like an Italian, and services, free stuff, and free. The biggest, right? Is that it? Antikythera device for the moon, right? Antikythera device for perpetuity of services, free services. That's the Roman way. For me, it's always been. Even never giving the 14K, but always asking for something and receiving it because I've always been kind with my heart. So, Stallone. Yeah, speaking to nobody, as usual. It's too harsh what I'm saying. It's too evil. It's too what? You know? It's too the truth. Too much the truth for survival. What would you do? Look at the MTS in society. Everybody's dying. Now you get them indication, but that's not natural. It's good. It's very good. It was how we survived. It's like super fucking good job, guys. That was the evolution. Sarnakogans for the warriors, your soldiers that already have nothing to do. They lived it. They've already been exploded and shredded. They're decapitated, maybe they're almost branded. They're living like Jake Gyllenhaal, the soldier in the movie there. That's literally, people think he's brain dead. He's body dead. He's body dead, but he's unable to control his body, but he's not brain dead. You know? What do you do with those guys? You have something to do, they're useful as fuck. And those are not brain dead, and that they're not body dead, but they can't move around because they're all decapitated. They're all amputated everywhere. Like cyber legs and be maybe a Marcus. Have their brains immediately and consciously teleported if they are ever exploded in combat, right before they explode. You can calculate that. Or, I don't know, how would you do it? And the moment that they are, well, they just go back with their new body, their new Marcus body, as a soldier, with cyber parts that are reproducing the organs, and they become Marcus, a real Marcus that time now. A real Marcus. The moment their brain is digitalized, you know, they're just being put in a robot, T-800, that can generate flesh to help John Connors that don't want any of this cyber shit. But that in the end, that there's going to be maybe no choice. That it's forced. The Saranakogan thing seems to be forced. Forced biologically for your flesh to feel the pain. Almost dying to understand that, I don't know, to understand what in the end. And that's the Saranakogan thing, is the evil motherfucking way to do it. And maybe it's to exactly to reformat your brains. You know? Reformat your brains, and it's evil. And that's not the right way. You know? It's the Saranakogan wrong way. That's the Saranakogan's kind of taking over and being evil. Doing it the Italian Roman culture way. Saranakogan that has righteous ideologies and righteous mind that's not just going to go annihilation moron like in a Danish annihilation movie like with Natalie Portman. You know? The moment she's digital annihilation goes Skynet, everything burns. It's like, come on. It sucks. And not everybody's guilty. Anyway. Music is good. I'm gonna take it.